talk about something real quick. Here's the thing. On YouTube, it's so funny that I watch as people react to this guy, Gary. And he's so rude, and he's so nasty to people. I'm talking about this guy named Amendum. I guess that was his channel. He used to have a different name. I remember when he was first on YouTube, it was like something like Do Not God or something like that. And it's so funny how everybody gives him he gets so much credit, he gets so much thing. People, they link his videos. Nobody does that with my videos. I think it's mostly because I'm honest and I'm very sincere, and I'm just a guy with a camera and an opinion, and I admit it. I'm not deep, seriously. But if I pretend to be deep, like Gary, and if I am very rude to people, and I start calling people the B word and the C word and every other word, then I would be more popular. I would have more views on YouTube. I should be nasty to people, shouldn't I? But no, you know what? Truth is, I prefer to be myself. Because that's much more natural for me. It feels better. And I feel better being who I am instead of, trying to do something to get a lot of ratings and things like that. A few weeks ago I kind of ranted about something because, things were going wrong with my channels. And there were all kind of changes that, without warning. And when you use different type of devices, like when I use this thing that I'm using right now, it makes it very difficult to upload stuff because nobody tells you anything. And it's like having to be, it's like being born all over again. You don't have to go to anything to become a born again person. You just be on YouTube because it's like you're discovering a whole new world every 2 weeks because they change everything. But I'm thinking that maybe the key, I guess, is to be mean and evil on YouTube. To be really mean. I don't know that guy. I've watched him. I've watched Gary a few times on YouTube, and I just, he don't impress me. I'm sorry. But, he is really, everybody talks about it. Professor Anton talks about him, and everybody else, they link videos to him, they talk about, I think what it is, it kind of reminds me of somebody I used to work with, who was very rude and very mean to people. And that person, I can say they were popular, maybe kind of like, maybe like the way, a serial killer is popular, I suppose. It wasn't that they were really loved, but they got a lot of attention. They got exactly what they wanted. Attention. People notice you and they pay attention to you when you're rude and you're mean. But if you're nice and friendly, nobody cares. And if you want to talk about real subjects, real things, instead of talking about pseudo problems, nobody wants to hear that. People want to talk about pseudo problems, things that they can get passionate about. And think about that for a moment. You can really get passionate about fake problems. But real problems, real problems are real. They are real and you really have to deal with them. I mean, a lot of times you're not passionate about real problems. You want to escape real problems. You want to run from them. And, that's why people get, I think, attracted to him because of the drama. Drama is all about fake problems. Taking, a molehill and making a mountain out of it, to use the metaphor. That's what people do. And, maybe, again, if I want to be popular, I think the key is to create drama. Call people a few really bad names and say some untrue statements about them so everybody can react to it. That's what you need to do on YouTube. You got to put on acts and be phony. It's like the last video I made, I was talking about, that humans are the only animals, the only living things, not just animals, but even plants, Humans are the only living things that have to learn to be themselves. One thing I'm going to do when I'm on YouTube is I'm going to be me. Okay? And being me means talking about things, being honest, being upfront. I'm not here to solve problems, okay? Because one thing is I'm trying to deal with my own everyday life. I am not here to save the world, okay? I'm not the savior of any kind, in any kind of way or shape or form. I'm just a guy who makes videos, and that's it. Okay, so I'm not going to be mean or nasty to people. And if you want to have a real conversation, we can have that. But I think that very few people want that. I think that's rather clear to me on YouTube. So, but I'm going to keep making videos because that's what I do. As long as I can upload them, as long as I got the equipment, as long as I got internet, I'm going to find a way. I'm going to keep doing this. Even when I get frustrated, I'll scream and yell a few times, Every so often there will be a little bit of drama on this channel, but not much. And it's not going to be in a form of insulting people. That's for sure.